This is from 1994, Ghoulies 4. So this would be the last time we'd ever hear from our ghoulie friends, sadly. It's been 22 years since the last Ghoulies movie, as of 2026. Weirdly, not even some random Eastern Bloc country picked up the rights and cranked out some like direct-to-video.
No Hellraiser entries.
There's been, over the years, there's been many rumors of new productions starting and yada yada, but Ghoulies exists in a 9-year period. If you go from 85, let's just say if it's 85 to 94. If you want to say 84, it's a 10-year period.
Yep.
Very short period. It's like this little flash in the pan for these Ghoulies films. Mark, I already know where you have it. This is my number 3.
Yeah, number 2.
Number 2.
Yeah.
Putting this above part 2 is also shocking to me. Yeah. This is a different genre.
Yeah. I love that you said that.
It is a very different genre. Yeah. So Ghoulies 1 and 2, horror. Ghoulies 1 is horror. Ghoulies 2 is horror comedy.
Yeah.
Ghoulies 3 is full-on comedy. It is a college comedy.
Yep.
Ghoulies 4 is an action movie.
It is.
This is an action movie. This is 100% an action movie. Let me get into the plot. Oh, sorry.
I was just going to say, yeah, if part 3 was your frat house comedy, which was very popular in the 80s, then this was your 90s action erotic thriller.
Buddy comedy or buddy cop movie.
I said it has a very like Shannon Tweed, Billy Blanks feel to it.
Yes. Yeah. 100%. Yes. Yep. Yes. Good references there. So it opens with a hot babe in black leather breaking into some kind of warehouse. This is our lead antagonist, Alexandra. She then wastes no time murdering several security guards with her bare hands, a shuriken, and a gun. Jesus.
Yeah. Like, it is not uncommon to have characters be thieves, but to have them kill people right from the start sets a tone.
With zero hesitation. Yeah, it's like, okay. Alexandra cracks one of the wooden crates in the warehouse and finds a red jewel. She then draws a pentagram on the ground and performs a ritual with the dead security guards' bodies, which summons some mysterious guy in a cloak. The man vanishes, though, after Alexandra steps into the pentagram. She then proceeds to flee the crime scene as 2 ghoulies manifest in the circle. One of the ghoulies is played by, I don't know if you caught this.
Oh, I didn't. No.
One of the ghoulies is played by 2-time Slash Cinema alum, little person actor Tony Cox.
Okay.
You had the cameo in Leprechaun 2.
That's right.
In the bathroom scene.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where he's like, want some of me gold?
I know exactly who it is.
Yeah.
They were wearing.
It's Tony Cox.
Yeah, but
so we'll just spoil this now.
Yeah.
The ghoulies in this movie, not animatronic puppets. They are actual little person actors in costume.
Yeah.
We'll get into that.
Yep.
Terrible decision, but we'll get into that. We then cut to our title card and cut back to 2 cops staked out in a car. One of them is Officer Jonathan Graves, once again played by returning actor Peter Liapis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's the first time we've had a character from a previous entry come back to be the same character, right?
And as you're going to see, really serves zero purpose.
It didn't align
at
all.
He's not really even playing that character. So yeah,
it's actually kind of awkward
having
to think of him being the same person. Yeah.
Yes.
You should have just not done that at all. But yeah.
Officer Graves steps out to grab a cup of coffee when he finds a shady looking figure inside. His instincts prove on point as the man proceeds to pull out a shotgun and rob the store. Officer Graves jumps into action as a shootout ensues in the shop, but Officer Graves gets the drop on the bad guy and proceeds to shoot and kill the robber before delivering a one-liner.
Attention, Haymart shoppers. Clean up on aisle 4.
Yes! This is fucking awesome. Yes, I loved this. Later that night, while cleaning up the crime scene, Graves' female captain, named Kate, shows up, played by...
I didn't know.
No, this is a Justin reference. Barbara Alyn Woods, who some of you might know from the TV show One Tree Hill, the prestigious drama One Tree Hill.
You know, I don't know how we're friends. Like knowing that, and understand, folks, he loves these like teen melodrama shows.
Yes.
Like,
yeah, 100%.
But
but I will say it's a side of me that I keep hidden from the rest of you guys because I know you guys have no interest in it.
Yeah.
I'll bring up things to get a reaction out of you guys, but I don't ever try to attempt to. I know it's trash.
Yeah.
It is a what's the
guilty pleasure?
It's a guilty pleasure. It is a guilty pleasure for me. I know these shows are shit.
Yep.
But something about them just tickles me the right way.
I gotta tell you, I am incredibly envious of Justin's DVD collection. Like he's got like some good rare cuts, like limited editions.
Cream of the crop.
Every time I come over, I always have to go. I mean, I've seen it 100 times and I love going over it. But there's this one section where he's got these like deluxe editions of the OC and One Tree Hill.
I don't actually own One Tree Hill, but
He's
I have
all his-
True Blood.
I'm just like,
Yeah, let's blinders on that stuff.
Yeah.
Human beings are diverse and interesting characters with
I love
layers.
that you are who you are.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say human beings have layers, Mark, and I know what these are. That's
he
the
gives
thing.
me shit because I like Dune, but here he is. What?
Well, Dune is boring. One Tree Hill and the OC and that's like there's some wild shit going on in that.
love
You
it.
know, Dune is just so slow. You know what?
Yeah.
You know what? The OC. It's like, anyways. Okay, so Kate is John's former partner and former lover, because of course. And she's worried that he's on the edge of burning out and needs to take a vacation. Seeing that his new partner is not fit for duty after the shootout, she steps up to fill in as Officer Graves' temporary partner, which is not at all how that would happen, considering her ranking. Meanwhile, underground in the city sewers, Alexandra performs the ritual again to summon the mysterious man Faust.
Yeah.
Faust explains in order for him to be fully resurrected, he needs the red jewel that Jonathan Graves possesses, which I know what they're referencing, but they fucked it up. What are they referencing, Mark? Do you remember this?
I mean, I just got this felt like Wishmaster to me the whole time.
Right, sure,
Yeah.
but they're specifically talking about in Ghoulies 1. What is Jonathan Graves given as a baby?
Yeah, he's got that
He's got
medallion.
the pendant,
Yeah.
like the.
It's like a stone or something.
It's here's the thing. In this movie, they make it into like a red jewel that's like on his neck, but in reality, it's more just like a talisman.
Yeah.
It's just like a protective talisman that's on a necklace.
And I was trying to
But
think,
they retcon it and make it like a jewel on a
Yeah.
necklace.
Is it supposed to be the same one?
Yes.
I think it probably is,
No, it
but
is.
just to your point, they didn't execute it well at all.
No,
Yeah.
because they could have used a flashback showing it from part 1, right? Because there actually is there's flashbacks in this. So, anyways, odd decision. So, I guess that when Alexandra originally did the ritual, when she stepped into the pentagram for some reason, that fucked up the ritual, and then she had a red jewel, but then she dropped it, and then it disappeared. So then now Faust is like, the only red jewel left is owned by Jonathan Graves, so you better go get it, otherwise I can't come back.
Yeah, I had a really hard time kind of wrapping my head around what the hell was going on with all that.
It's the worst part of the movie.
Yeah.
Just like, again, the Ghoulies part of that, because that's technically still connected to some of... No, I guess it really... I don't know. It's all dumb. John and Kate respond to a call at the warehouse from the opening, which is now a crime scene. While investigating the scene, the Ghoulies, who hung around for some reason, recall John. They actually have a flashback scene, so they show flashback footage from 1, so they're like, that's the guy from Ghoulies 1.
Basically,
we recognize him. Yeah. Detective, sorry, not Officer Graves. I had that mistaken. Detective Graves suspects there's more to this crime scene than a simple B&E. Kate presses him, and he admits he recognized an ancient language spray painted on the outside of the building. Why did Alexandra do that? Because remember, she's working alone.
Yeah.
Why would she have sprayed that on the outside of the building as like almost like a calling card?
Like, what are you trying to do?
Like,
with
remember,
that?
she's not with a. So in the other movies, there's a satanic cult group.
Yep.
She's working alone.
Yep.
So who spray painted that? Why did she spray paint that? I don't know. It's almost like Ghoulies 4 isn't written as tightly as I would expect it to be. Yeah. The Ghoulies then stow away in John's car in an attempt to get close to him. While John steps into a convenience store to get milk, the Ghoulies fire John's shotgun by mistake. John runs back outside in time to see the Ghoulies fleeing the scene. Alexandra then appears before John's former doofy partner and seemingly fucks him for some reason. I guess just to brainwash him through pussy power. I don't know what the hell the point of that was. That night, while passed out, John's girlfriend takes the red jewel necklace from around his neck, thinking it looks pretty. The next day, Alexandra uses the hapless ex-partner to call John, saying they need to meet because he has info about the case. So John goes back to the museum warehouse from the opening because different locations cost money. Jonathan then comes face to face with another one of his exes, revealed to be Alexandra. What? So he has two exes in this movie, both of which are hot babes, both of which are in his life at the current moment. It's
I mean, technically 3.
You're talking about also his current girlfriend, or no? Who was the other ex?
Well, there's
there's Kate,
Yep.
the cop.
Yep.
There's Alexandra. Who's the other ex?
Well, I don't know if you would consider them dating, but he has a special relationship with another female in this movie.
I don't remember this at all. Who are you talking
What was
about?
her name?
I don't know which
I think
character
she
you're
was
talking
the
about.
prostitute. But they kind of have they're a little close.
Was there a scene where he goes to her for information or something?
No, I mean, like, they wake up together.
Oh no, that's his girlfriend though.
Oh, is that
no, you're talking about his girlfriend.
Yeah, what's her name?
I don't. Girlfriend. Her name is girlfriend.
Girlfriend.
Her name is girlfriend. Yeah. So then it turns out that Alexandra was
Janine.
John's former partner, and while they were lovers, basically the two got into the dark arts. So, which is kind of fucked up because you'd think after part 1, John would have written all that shit off. So there's a whole backstory that we never saw that would have taken place between Ghoulies 1 and Ghoulies 4, where John went hard back into the dark arts, was dating this girl Alexandra, and then she basically lost her mind and tried to kill him, and then she got locked up in an asylum, and she's been in an asylum ever since, which she's obviously now escaped from. After realizing John doesn't have the jewel, Alexandra leaves and sicks the mind-controlled Scotty, who was the former partner, against John. The two have a fight where Scotty pulls his gun, forcing John to tap into some of his black magic to save himself. While searching John's apartment for the jewel, Alexandra discovers the Ghoulies hiding. Nothing comes of that scene. Faust gets annoyed with the delay completing his summoning and threatens Alexandra. So Alexandra kidnaps John's girlfriend. What was her name? Janine.
Yep.
It's very important that we know that. What follows is John finally fessing his shady past to Kate, including the bit about Alexandra. He also reveals that Faust is like an evil version of himself whose summoning would also kill John. Alexandra does another ritual offering John's girlfriend as a sacrifice. Faust, aka Evil Jonathan, appears, causing good-ish John to vanish. Can Kate's love bring John back? Or will Faust get his way and do something?
Whatever.
I don't know what he wanted.
Yeah.
That is the plot of Ghoulies 4.
Yeah.
Ghoulies make an action movie. Yeah. Yeah, this one's wild.
I think just don't question the plot and you're going to be okay.
So I had more fun than I was expecting.
Yeah.
A lot more fun than I was expecting. This was my number two. No, this is my number 3. So this is my number 3 because I like the college one better than this, just because I like college comedies better. the tone of this movie is a little crazy because you're expecting after Ghoulies 1, 2, and 3, it's going to be a little horror maybe, but it might be a little comedy. This one's just an action movie.
Drop the gun! Drop it now or I swear by Allah, I will kill you!
Relax. Don't shoot. I'm a cop.
I will kill you!
I'm a cop! No! You idiot! I said I'm a cop! Oh.
It's like they're at the point now where they're just taking movie archetypes and applying the Ghoulies name, and they're just going to experiment with all the different types, right? Like you would expect the next one to be like a Western or something like
and
that.
The Ghoulies are just in that for some reason. Yeah. This, I have written down, this is the exact type of terrible straight-to-video action movie Mark and I watch regularly.
Yep.
This
And
is literally,
love.
yeah, this is the type of crap we watch. Like, this is shit that I order from us for us from like MVD Rewind and Vinegar Syndrome and all this, you know, these boutique label stuff. It's like, this is the crap we watch when we do our schlockathons.
That's right.
Is these movies. And then you've got the Ghoulies have just kind of been shoved into this movie. Why? Why are the Ghoulies here?
Yeah.
They don't really, they serve like no purpose other than, so my only thought is they exist, I guess, to try to get some people based on, we've got Ghoulies 4 over here, try to hook some people based on the Ghoulies brand.
Right.
So you might try to fool some people thinking like it might be kind of like the other Ghoulies movies, maybe. So you got somewhat of name recognition.
Otherwise you can't use the name, right? Like if you don't have Ghoulies in it.
But I mean, they could have called this, like if you just took the Ghoulies out of this movie and called it, I don't know, whatever.
Street Heat or
Yeah,
something
sure.
like that.
Street Heat. Good name.
Yeah.
Street Heat. I like that. Yeah. I can't think of, I can't, that was very quick. That was good, Mark. I guess Street Heat was good. Yeah. But something like that, like just a basic generic sexy action cop movie, which they made a million of these in the 80s and 90s. You don't need the Ghoulies. It's an odd choice to put them in.
Yep.
I felt they existed to pad out the runtime.
Yeah. I can't remember how long this one was, but it was also sub 90 as well.
But most of the screen time of the Ghoulies is them just doing things.
Yep. Yeah.
And
you could even,
nowhere near their main cast. So it's just shots of them doing stuff.
I mean, you could even keep the satanic plot element and still take the Ghoulies out. Because once they come out, they don't really interact with anybody. I mean, they're the ones that shoot the shotgun through the roof of his police car. But I mean, you could do that any number of ways, right? You're right. Like, just if there was ever a movie in this franchise where you could literally just leave them out, it was this one. But I get it. If they want to pitch this as a Ghoulies movie and use that name recognition, they're going to have some Ghoulies in it, which...
and I almost wish they had the confidence to just make this a straight action movie, because the action shit in here is actually kind of
pretty good.
It's pretty good. The opening shootout in the shop,
Yep.
that was pretty fucking
good.
fun. Yeah, that was awesome. There is an entire sequence where Faust takes control of one of the museum warehouse employees' cars, and you get this fun sequence where she's now a unwilling passenger in this possessed car that's like racing around town, crashing into cars. And it's a really well done action sequence, including some great crashes. And then they just blow up the fucking car in a really good explosion.
Yeah.
There's some good stuff here. The warehouse fight is also pretty fun.
Yeah.
There's good action stuff here. Kind of just wish they had the balls to just do that.
Yeah.
Like just make the whole thing that. We got a buddy cop dynamic set up. So we've got John and Kate are paired up with each other. And John is clearly like, he's like the renegade cop that plays by his own rules. And he's partnered with the uptight, by the book professional Kate.
What's with the radio?
I took it out.
You what?
It was bothering me. It was too noisy. I took it out.
You can't do that.
Well, I did it. So what?
You put it back in tomorrow, that's what.
I'll think about it.
Jesus, Jonathan, you haven't changed, have you? Whatever you want to do, you do. No rules.
It's easier than always playing by the rules.
That actually worked really well for me, and I liked that they were also former lovers,
Yep.
so they're always like throwing little barbs at one another, personal attacks.
Yeah. That you get the sense that, she followed all the rules and did things right, and that's why she was promoted to captain. Whereas, he wasn't, and he's still where he is, but she still kind of wishes that she had that life. And so at this first opportunity to sort of get back into business with him, I thought you pointed it out the best. There is no way that the captain of the police force is going to be doing beat cop type stuff. But, I noted throughout the movie, I'm like, doesn't she have like another job to do? Apparently she doesn't, other than follow
she has all the time
John
in the
around.
world to just be a part of John's case and go along for that ride.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Even though she's police captain.
That's right.
It's probably whoever wrote it didn't understand the ranks. It's
yeah.
like captain is, from what I know, very high in the police rankings.
You are overseeing many other officers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. That's
Nah.
because like that outranks like lieutenant and sergeant. Like captain?
If you're the again, I'm not
I
not
think
in the police, but
because like I don't know where chief or commissioner is.
yeah.
So I'm not like, but I'm pretty sure it's just below those
Yep.
ranks. So anyways, wild. Peter Liapis returns. Jonathan Graves returns. It is so fucking jarring.
Yeah.
Going from, if you watch these movies within a relatively like tight window, going from John in part 1 to John in part 4, they're not the same character.
Right. I almost wonder if you didn't watch these movies the way that we did, where we watched them in a relatively compacted time frame. If you watched 1 and then you saw part 4 like 10 years later, would you even think that it was the same character?
No.
Like, because there's no real reference to him in the first one.
No, there's
Like,
references. No, there's references.
They call out that he has dealt with this in the past, but that doesn't necessarily mean that he
There's
was
a couple scenes where he has a little bit of trauma over like his past.
But there's
so-
no flashbacks to the first one, is there?
There's a couple.
Is there?
There's
Okay.
a couple. Yeah, there's a couple little flashbacks. Yeah, because they
Okay.
show him in. Remember the Ghoulies when they first see him? They're
Yeah.
like, "That's the guy." So
That's true.
yeah, and
he looks
I think
completely different.
He does look completely.
Yeah.
Well, he looks like an action star
Yeah.
type of guy. That's what they're trying to make him look. They're
Yeah.
trying to make him look like Action Man.
Yeah.
Action Cop Man. Right. But I kind of I respect the balls of the filmmakers to just be like, you know what? Let's just reinvent this character and make him cool, because John in the first movie is just nothing.
Yeah, it would have been a terrible decision to bring him back as the same guy.
No, like
Yeah.
the way that you would probably do that would be he would be the unwilling consultant that
Yeah.
they would go to be like, he would get pulled into another detective's case unwillingly.
Yeah.
Instead, they're just like, no, he's like an action guy, and he's like having shootouts and giving one-liners, and they just reinvent the character. The character in 1 is boring, and they made the character fun. And it's not like something where Ghoulies is such a prestigious, storied franchise, and it's not like Jonathan Graves was such a don't mess with Jonathan Graves. That's our Laurie Strode. It's like he was only in the first one, and the formula's been changed 3 times since then.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not like you're bringing Dr. Loomis back, but this time he's like shirt
man.
ripped open, muscly.
Yeah. So like, why the fuck not?
Yeah. Mess around with it.
Bring him back and make him a burnt out alcoholic cop.
Yeah.
You know what? It's funny. Yeah. And it fits the cheesy action movie they're trying to make.
Yeah.
I'm totally okay with it. Did you think about the connection he has with the villain Alexandra? I actually liked that. I mean, it fit more in line with the connection with 1. It's probably the strongest bit.
Yeah.
I like the idea, because I like characters with depth. Alexandra could have just been, I'm a sexy minion girl of Faust, and I've got to resurrect my master. Instead, it's like, no, there's this whole other
There's
plot.
a little bit of history there.
Yeah, there's a whole other thing where she doesn't necessarily hate John, because her and John were lovers, and John opened her eyes to this other world, and then she went head first in, whereas John pulled himself out and was like, John's still troubled by that. He clearly has a little bit of PTSD.
Yeah, he calls the what do they call it? There's a name for it, the Hochstadter Mental Hospital. I think he does this on a frequent basis to check in on her because I think he feels guilty that she got caught up in this.
Yes.
And he was able to get out of it.
He's holding on to the guilt.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he at the end, he tries to reconcile and apologize with her.
I'm sorry. I didn't know what I was doing.
You opened the gates! Your evil side came through, laid with me in my bed, kissed me, caressed me, made love to me. I want it back, and I'll have it back, and you'll take his place in hell. Come on, incant Jonathan. Step back into the darkness you turned your back on.
Just a little bit of depth. I'm giving them credit where it's like, give your villain just a little bit of depth. It goes a long way.
Yep.
And that tied it to the first one way better. Where it was like, there was this whole dark period of John's life we never saw. And it also because you were saying like, they don't feel like the same character. But it kind of makes sense that after he went through some fucked up shit from 1, and then I'll just call it 2.5, the Alexandra arc that you never saw.
Yeah.
He's now just this jaded renegade cop guy that doesn't really give a fuck about much. Because after you've seen the shit that guy's seen, I could believe more why he would be such a piece of shit to other people and why he would have trouble maintaining relationships.
Real human relationships.
Yeah. I kind of get that. It kind of makes sense to me. It's a little more... I'm trying to give Ghoulies 4 more credit than it probably deserves. But
I mean, it's not a bad movie, though. Like, overall.
Not a bad... No. The movie's fucking trash. It's not a bad action movie. The movie's not a good movie, though. It's not a bad, cheesy, schlocky action movie. Yeah. Mark, what do you want to talk about?
No, I think just the, I love the idea that, and this only works for franchises that I'm not really digging very much, but remember when we did Hellraiser, I liked the entries where they just kind of went off and did their own detective stories.
Mysteries one.
So by the time Ghoulies realizes, all right, this whole Ghoulies thing isn't working for us. Let's just do a
make an action
comedy.
movie.
Let's just do an action movie. That's why those are my two favorites, because to me, I don't care about the Ghoulies.
That's why you don't like Ghoulies 2, because Ghoulies 2 is the Ghoulies movie.
So I think, faithful viewer, if you've seen any of these, if you're watching this because you are a fan of the Ghoulies, you probably disagree with me entirely, because I think this is really where you draw the line. Do you like your Ghoulies movies with Ghoulies or not? And I definitely like the ones where they're really not a part of it, where which is disappointing, because then, there's nothing about the Ghoulies that I really like. Then it's just an opportunity to tell different stories. But I got to tell you, they were just more enjoyable to me.
I want to talk about the Ghoulies in this movie.
Yeah, don't.
They are fucking awful.
Yeah.
They're awful. So once again, like part 3, the Ghoulies talk.
Yeah.
And once again, they don't shut up, and it's instantly annoying. And again, it's like they changed their styles. So they don't sound the same as they do in 3, and yet they're somehow equally annoying.
Hey, man, he's the key to get us out of here. Come on, let's follow him. Follow me, let's go, come on.
All right, let's book it, man.
Just watch that first step, okay?
Okay.
You're really starting to burn me up.
Well, Dad, the
It's over here.
Oh, this way.
It's over here.
It's this way, man.
It's over here.
Okay.
What's that?
It's down here.
I told you it was over here. Hey, what's going on?
Man, she really kicked butt.
Hey, no buts about it. We gotta get out of here. We gotta find Graves.
I hear you,
Come
man.
on, let's go.
I'm going. Look out.
Whoa!
They talk in like a jive talk.
Yeah.
It's like a black jive community, like way of talking.
Yeah.
And it's really annoying.
Yeah.
And it doesn't fit their characters. It's like, what if we made them sound like inner city, like character, like urban hood Ghoulies?
Yeah.
It's like, but they're from like another dimension. Why would they talk like that? And it's just annoying, and they're not funny, and they don't shut up. They're constantly saying shit, trying to be funny.
Yeah, and you lose the connection to the previous Ghoulies. Like, I know that every entry is going to have a little bit of a different variety to the Ghoulies, but they always at least maintain like the core 3. Like, you had the fish Ghoulie, you had the rat Ghoulie, and I think there was like the other one.
There's the flying one, the bat Ghoulie.
Right. This one, they're just completely different.
There's also, I think, a cat ghoulie kind of. Yeah.
Right. These ones is just, if you put them side by side, you would not think that they were both from the same franchise.
Well, that's also because of how they look.
Yeah.
So the production team could not afford the puppets.
Yep.
So instead, they just dressed up little people in horrible costumes.
Yep.
They're horrible.
They're wearing masks, but then when they talk, the mouths don't move.
The mouths don't move.
It's,
the masks have no articulation.
Yep.
They look like cheap costume shop masks. And they reminded me more, and actually I think this maybe was the way to go. Remember the little people from part 1?
yeah, right.
Were they ghoulies?
Well, that's what I was asking, right?
Right, I know you. Yeah,
But at least,
so maybe
Yeah.
no. But I'm saying maybe that's if you couldn't afford the puppet ghoulies, maybe just go with the little medieval guys.
yeah, they're kind of like knights or something. They look like
go with the little medieval dudes.
Yeah.
Like that. I think that would have worked a lot better.
I mean, especially since you're clearly trying to create connections to the first one. And I mean, no one's, what you ended up going with was not recognizable in any, sense, right? So you could have just gone with the ones from the first one and had just as much of a connection as you ended up having with these ones, which was no connection at all. Yeah. Terrible choice.
Yeah, and something interesting about the Ghoulies, I don't know if you caught this, the Ghoulies do not interact with a single member of the cast at any point in the entire film.
Good.
Like, did you catch it? Like, they're basically in their own movie.
Yep.
Literally, and not till the very end of the movie,
Yep.
when they're trying to fight Faust and stop the ritual, do the Ghoulies show up and have any interaction. And their interaction amounts to they show up and they hand the jewel to Kate, who somehow knows how to use it, and that opens a portal which sucks up Alexandra, and then the Ghoulies just jump in and vanish from the film.
Yep. Yeah, I was trying to think about it after I finished watching it. I'm like, so what was the purpose of them? What was their motivation? All I could come up with was they just happened to get pulled through the gate and then
they're just trying to go home.
Then they're just trying to hang around until
They're trying to go home.
Yep.
But here's my question. Why not write it that they team up with their former master?
Yeah, do something connected to the plot.
Like, why not do
could
that?
be-
Instead, they literally interact with no one until the last shot of the movie.
Yeah.
And then, did you catch the stupid stinger? They reappear.
Yeah.
And they break the fourth wall, and they're like, hey, folks, hope you like the movie. Look out for Ghoulies 4, Part 2.
So long, folks. The present is sequel, Ghoulies 4.
Part 2!
Yes.
Hey, swan
Woo!
time!
Let's book it.
Then they jump back into the
The fuck was that? Also, what do you mean Ghoulies 4 Part 2? It's not a movie title.
Ghoulies 5.
Yeah, Ghoulies 5. Yeah, Ghoulies 5 go to university or something. Like, well, it would have to be a different genre.
Western.
Go to
Yeah.
the Old West.
Yeah.
Go to the Old West. Yeah. Or maybe it's a documentary. Maybe it's a political thriller.
Oh, there you go.
Ghoulies go to the White House.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
That's not as stupid as, yeah. Stupider creatures have inhabited that building.
That's right. Yeah. Oh! And there you have it.
I might cut that.
All of our viewers in the South.
What else do I got to say? Oh, I have one last point I want to say about Ghoulies 4.
Yep.
I'm going to give a lot of credit to Alexandra. At one point, because she keeps doing these rituals, right? She keeps trying to get Faust, which is just evil. So that's the other thing is I think the implication was that she fell in love with that version of John. Because for all intents and purposes, he's kind of evil John or whatever.
Yeah, and I don't. We haven't really touched on that. That they.
It's revealed in like the last second.
Yeah, they're and maybe we haven't even
They're
said, but
yin and yang. No, I did say it. It's in the plot. Yeah,
they're the same actor, same character. They're just sort of
Faust is Peter Liapis.
Yeah, they're like different sides of the same coin of the same person.
Yeah.
But one version of them is out in the real world, and the other one's stuck in this alternate dimension or whatever. Yeah,
and Alexander fell in love with that version of John. Yeah,
right.
He calls him Faust for some reason. So when she does one of the rituals, at one point she does it in like an alley.
Yep.
And she grabs a few homeless people and uses them as sacrifices for her ritual. Yet another good use of the street urchins that plague our streets in modern society. I think this is a great idea. I respect Alexandra's. I respect her move here. I just think it was a great idea. I respect resourcefulness. That's what I'm looking for. It was very resourceful.
The thoughts of Justin Ashley do not reflect the opinions of those of Slash Cinema Incorporated.
Might as well just start sacrificing them for satanic rituals. Why not?
I feel bad for our homeless community and wish them well.
I'm cutting that. That's definitely not being used.